Good afternoon, everyone. Today we will be doing functions of language from the unit Language and Linguistics. The functions of a language are basically the things that language does. Okay, and these are defined by Roman Jakobson in his book Closing Statements, Linguistics and Poetics. This book was published in 1960. However, before this, he was himself influenced by Organon model, which was proposed by Karl Buhler. But Karl Buhler's model was only limited to only three functions, and those were expressive, referential, and cognitive function. What Jakobson did, he added three more functions to it and defined all the six functions. So in this video, we will be dealing with all the six functions in detail. Now let's just start with the very first function, and that is referential function. Going by the word only, we understand that it refers to something. So what does it refers to? It refers to a situation, an object, or a mental state. Means we use language to refer to such things, to also describe such things. Here in referential function, the factor of context is very important, right? For example, the autumn leaves have all fallen now. Here what are we referring to? We are referring to the autumn leaves. Okay. Now let's come to the second one, that is expressive function. Other names are emotive or affective function. Here in this function, addresser or the speaker is involved because it is the use of a language to express information about addressers or speakers' internal state. It is best exemplified by interjections, and it refers to the addresser. As in the first one, we saw that it refers to the context. In the second one, it refers to the addresser because addresser's internal state is involved. For example, wow, what a view. So here we can understand that the speaker is happy, and the happiness of his internal state is visible in this sentence. Now the third function is cognitive function. It is just the opposite of emotive function, which we have studied just now. And cognitive functions, other names are vocative or imperative function. In cognitive function, the addressee or the listener is involved because we use the language to engage the addressee or the listener directly. So it refers to the addressee, as emotive function refers to the addresser. This function is best exemplified by vocatives and imperatives. For example, Tom, come inside and eat. Here we are referring to Tom, which is the addressee, and we are asking him to do something. Okay. Now coming to the fourth one, that is poetic or aesthetic function. Whenever the poetic word comes, you have to just relate it to the word message. Poetic means message. And remember this line also, that the focus is on message for its own sake. That is how the code is used. Code, the Jakobson used the word code for the word language. So how the language is used? It is used, this function is mostly used in poetry and slogans because we use language artistically in these things. So here we are referring to the message. The second last function is the phatic function. With phatic, we understand that it refers to the contact or channel factor. It is used for the sake of interaction. It can be observed in greetings and casual discussions of the weather with strangers. It also helps in opening, maintaining, and closing the communication channel. Now, how it does that? So, when we say hello, it opens the communication channel. We use hello to open the communication channel. And we say to maintain it. And when we say bye, to close the communication channel. Okay. Now coming to the last one, that is metalingual or reflexive function. So going by the word only, we understand that meta means about and lingual is language. So it's about language. Means we are using language or we are using code to discuss or describe itself. So it refers to the code factor. For example, we use dictionary to describe the language only. So these were all the six functions. Now in this slide I have given you all the 6 functions with a summary chart, where one side has the functions of a language and other side has the factors it refers to. You guys can use it for revision. I hope this topic has become clear to you all. Keep subscribed to the channel and also share it with the people of linguistics. Thank you so much.